welcome to Sanchez Radio. Thank you so much for making me a part of your life. Are you ready for my powerful message? This is a game changer for some of you. Here it is. Walk away from toxic people. My dear friend, you've got to set your boundaries. Are there people who are abusing you verbally, emotionally, physically, financially? Are there people that you are allowing to control you, manipulate you? It's time to say no. It's time to love yourself. It's time to stand up and say, no, I won't tolerate this anymore. Listen carefully to what I'm going to say. You experience what you tolerate. The reason why people are abusing you is because you are tolerating it. You've got to stop. There are three things that you need to do. Number one, talk. You've got to talk. If you don't talk, it will continue. Verbal, emotional abuse, whatever. Let me tell you about my friend, Angelo. Angelo is a successful guy now, successful entrepreneur, wonderful friend. But if you look back at his childhood, it was really painful. His father abandoned him for another family, for another woman, and his father also had a temper problem, really bad. Shouts, screams. There was one day, Angelo was 5 years old. When he went up into his house, he saw his father pointing a gun to his mother, and it was just horrible. But Angelo, he did something. He was the youngest in the family, but he did something that I really admire. And I say this to all the children right now and to everyone that's being abused. You see, his father, starts screaming his head off, starts shouting at Angelo, and Angelo would say, "Excuse me, can we talk without shouting?" And he just put his foot down. He said, "Can we talk without shouting?" Of course, I can just imagine that the father will just keep on shouting, but Angelo will keep on insisting. Will keep on saying, "No, let's just talk. Pwede ba? Can we?" His mother also had some fits of anger, but not as bad as the father, but she would also, she would start shouting at Angelo, and Angelo will say, "Can we just talk without shouting?" I'm just imagining, a young kid, a teenager saying, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be listening to you. I really want to follow you, but can we do it civilly without the need to shout? It's amazing. When Angelo was telling me that, I said, that's the way to go. That's the right thing to do. And here's the story. His parents started respecting Angelo because that's what he wanted, and he talked about it. So that's the first thing you need to do, guys. You've got to talk. Now, when that doesn't work, here's the second thing that you do. You walk. If the talking does not work, you walk away temporarily. You say, "Okay, I'm going to leave for a while, and I'm going to be coming back. But when you're ready to talk without screaming, without cursing, because I don't deserve that. I don't, say that and put your foot down and then get out. Now, if he runs, chases after you with a ball or with a stick, then you know who to call, right? The police. You don't tolerate that. But basically what you do is you want to stand your ground, set your boundaries. Number three, if the talking doesn't work and the walking away temporarily doesn't work, then finally you've got to drop. You've got to drop that person out of your life because you got to love yourself. You've got to make a decision. God loves me, and I'm going to love myself the way God loves me. And you see, there's a deeper problem, and I want you to do a deep dive in your heart. Why are you allowing the abuse? Maybe you're punishing yourself because you think you deserve it. You need that healed. There is such a thing in psychology called codependency, meaning to say a wife, being beaten by the husband allows it to happen. Why? Because it is her way of being needed. And that's the source of her security and identity. She needs healing also. She needs to realize, no, you don't need an alcoholic wife-beating husband, who would then, after beating you up, would ask for forgiveness and you feel good because you can forgive him. Get out of that situation. Go into counseling. You need help. In our gospel for the day, Jesus sends out disciples in Mark chapter 6, and then he says that if a town does not welcome you, shake the dust of your feet. I like that. If somebody doesn't like me, if somebody is angry, abuses me, or I just walk away. That's not, I'd rather go to other people that like me and love me and respect me. I want to pray for you. I want to pray that God would heal you and give you courage and give you wisdom and discernment to know what to do. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord, I pray for each person that is allowing abuse in their lives. I pray that you give them that confidence, that courage to stand up. I ask you also that you give this person help. Maybe counselors and friends who can help this person. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen and amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. If you needed someone to talk to, because this is a very serious topic, I want you to call up our counseling center. It's our pastoral care center. Just go to their Facebook page. Call up via messenger. Okay, LOJ Pastoral Care. That's where you go. I want to say thank you to my Fulltank supporters who are always supporting me in my mission. Thank you. If you're not yet a supporter, click the link that says support now. Thank you, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me in another episode of Bo Sanchez Radio. I pray for more abundance for your life.